But what we're not doing is sending not even subliminal threats back and forth. And here's let me show you the family what I mean real quick. Let me show the family exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this joker named Taharka Bey. So this is a picture that I took when I was in Houston. Right? It's just a picture. I was just out and about and shit, seeing the Texas flag. Like, fuck, let me take a picture. A couple days later, this picture surfaced. What? That's what I'm thinking. When somebody sent this to me, I'm like, what? And then I looked on where it was and some of the dialogue that was going on in the comment section, and apparently Taharka Bey is hunting rabbits in the Lone Star State. And the caption, "Better hope we don't meet." So this is the original picture. This is me. This is I guess the response. I mean, it's eerily similar, right? Okay. I mean, I actually hope we don't meet, to tell you the truth. But if we do, what'd it do? Like, if we do, then what? Like if you happen to run into me in Texas, what kind of outcome do you have in your mind? You should cancel that. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know if you really know. Like, where are we going to be at? San Antonio? What, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Galveston, Austin? Where? Where is it that you would want to run into me? Huh? Anywhere in the country. Where would you really want to run into me? Outside of maybe Baltimore. Which really, for all the smoke you talk, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? You're dodging fades like it's nothing. You're dodging fades left and right. People been wanting to pull up. So don't act like you got smoke. You don't have smoke. You don't want smoke. I don't want smoke like that. But I know you really, really don't want smoke. Once again, no, I don't want no smoke. I'm a peaceful person. You know what I'm saying? I'm peaceful. I'm full of peace. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But it's just weird. And especially you acting like you want smoke. Look, is this why you want the smoke? Because you've been exposed as someone who has a sex offense on the record? Is that what you're mad about? Because we can clearly see right here, this is you. No denying that. You went to the court and pulled this yourself. In this same letter was behind the statement of being a registered and or lifetime sex offender. Is that why you mad? You mad, bro? Huh? You think but you don't really want the smoke. See, what's been happening? Let me give a shout out, first of all, to everybody that watches and support this channel. And of course, DSP, Onslaught Multimedia, and of course, the Research Ninja. Because people that's been watching these platforms now are starting to get the picture. You see, one thing that doesn't happen is no one's going to go from watching this channel, watching this cat get aired out, and then going over to his channel and thinking that we were full of shit or that really he's not who we have showed him to be and he showed himself to be, really. But people are coming from your channel, Tito, Tojo, the Bozo. They're going from your channel, being former supporters of you, and coming over to our platforms. Got screenshots, all that. And speaking of smoke, let me just say this to CC and to what's that goof, Charles. Look, you don't want the smoke. You just keep your mouth shut over on that side. Really, just keep your mouth shut. Charles, CC from the Freedom Fighters, whatever. Keep your mouth shut. Don't put my name in your mouth, or you're getting aired out too. And I think y'all both know what I'm talking about. You'll get aired out too. So I've noticed that Tojo has been really scrambling for allies to try to make alliances or try to make it seem like he's backed by or associated or affiliated with certain people now because he's running for cover. That's why he ran through the Angel Snup Nup. That other dude, you know what I'm saying, he has these whack freedom fighter, you know what I'm saying, that's been kicked out of every black organization that's legitimate because of the shenanigans on their records and their actions and behaviors. Yeah, we know. We know Charles is also a sex offender with rape on his record. We know about CC's shenanigans. These are the people that back you. This is your crew. And I seen that little video. I seen a little bit of that video that you did when you're trying to use King Samir Shabazz and Balo Goon. Acting like you really care. Acting like you really have some important information to disseminate on the same audience that you've been slandering for half a decade. Now you want to act like you really care. You've been slandering every legitimate group and individual because of the way what you think or your opinions or what you don't agree with. Now you want to turn around and act like, yeah, we got all that. But let's start off with this. Let's see the smoke that this dude is getting from his own channel. Let me make sure this is right. Yeah. This is the kind of smoke. Am I on the thing? Yeah. This is the kind of smoke this dude got on his own channel. Let's just watch this. First, let's start with this little goofy shit. And we'll move forward.
What's my Toronto Johnson? That's who I am.
That technical difficulty is on his part.
I'm Taharka Bey, Toronto Johnson. Check my background. Check my background.
Yeah, check the background.
I'm doing push-ups. Mm-hmm. I'm doing my curls. I'm doing the robot. Oh no, Eddie. I've been doing the robot.
Who is he calling goofy?
Some people just gonna need
this dude is spastic. He's autistic. He really has mental challenges. That's the funny thing about this. He really actually does have mental challenges. This behavior disorders. Autism. Asperger. He can't help himself from being who he is.
I don't know why.
Yeah, he don't know. So.
Y'all need to lighten up sometime, man. Y'all need to lighten up. Somebody said, did you file the paperwork? In fact, Evelyn Waters, I'm not going to speak on that until, let me tell you something. If anybody been watching me, right?
We're not even going to watch this whole thing. I'm just showing you. I'm just going to skip through a little bit and just show y'all. You know what I'm saying? How he responds to people questioning him when, you know, after all the proof that he requires and all the airing out and exposing and critiquing of people he has done for years. And he's done a very good job at controlling the narrative on his platform, meaning that, you know, he has moderators that are on their job. If you put something that's disagreeable, they erase it and block you right away. And you're going to see evidence of that in a minute. Or if someone is able to pull up to the stream and get on and you say something you don't like or challenges him or puts him in a position that he feels like he's being exposed or people will catch on to the shenanigans that he's full of, he'll get you out of there quick. And then he acts like he wants to have a real dialogue with people, but I've been trying to get the dialogue a few times. Hitting the stream or messaging, letting them know, whoop-de-whoop, bring me in. They block, they don't allow that. They're not going to allow you on if they really know that you can actually challenge him. And if you do get in, they're just going to take you out real quick. That's what he does.
I've been talking about
but let me just fast forward this a little bit.
I was talking about.
Hold on. Let's go to. Right. Sure.
Watch moves. So when I conclude one of my moves, I'm going to share with you. You know what I mean? when I conclude
So he's basically explaining away, saying people are asking for, I think either the paperwork to that land that he says he got, or maybe they're asking if he filed paperwork for the lawsuit against Sinetta. Because remember, when all this stuff came out, when Sinetta actually signal boost what we were saying about the sex offender stuff, he said he was going to sue. He said he's going to sue me, Research Ninja, DSP, Sinetta. He also said he's going to go and get the paperwork, which he did, and he said he was going to show it, which he didn't. We're going to get to that in a minute, though. But so that litigation ain't happening, like I said before. The only litigation that is in his future is possibly a revenge porn litigation against him, because he's admitted it. Like the open and shut case, he's already established on his own channel. But that's a whole different story.
Because these devils are terrible. You know, these devils called me a sex offender. Did y'all know?
We actually didn't call him a sex offender. Let's go back to the record. This is actually a court document from the District Court of Maryland. They called you a sex offender. They put it here with a Y. See all this stuff. They're getting your information. And if I went to the other page, which I could, which we've already showed, Taharka Bey signed this. Toronto Johnson signed this, acknowledging that this was true. So if it says right here, registered and/or lifetime sex offender, and this says a Y for yes, he signed it saying that he acknowledges and knows that this information is true. And by the way, if he was ever on the registered sex offender list, that doesn't mean that he's a registered lifetime. It means he's registered and/or lifetime. So at one point, he was on the sex offense registry. And the only way you get on a sex offense registry is if you're convicted of a sexual crime. You don't get on the register if you're not convicted. You don't get it just for being accused or alleged. You don't get it for that. You have to be actually convicted to get on that register. So it's not us that are saying this. This is the paperwork that you sign that comes from the district court. And when you went and pulled these same documents after saying they were doctored and we just don't know how to read, yeah, you pulled the documents. It's on your video. You made a video pulling these documents, taking a picture with it, which had this in the background. But now you reneging on wanting to bring it forth to the people after saying you're going to look through it first. So whatever happened when you looked through it made you decide that now you ain't bringing this out. It's cap.
Know that. These devils are terrible. You know what I'm saying? But won't one face me?
That's a lot.
There won't be one that will stand up face to face, turn their camera
He already knows
on,
I've tried this I've tried several times.
And show them what I got.
And several other people have too. Let's keep it real. He's not allowing people to come in. You're going to see how he handles people that come in a minute, because we're about to show you.
You have to know the past, present, and future. Absolutely. And I agree with that. And we should be transparent. But when you're fighting the devil, you don't tell the devil which way you're swinging. I know you ain't coming for me, Evelyn Waters. I know you ain't coming for me. I'm just saying, Evelyn Waters, the devils are watching. The devils are watching. So I can't give the devils I can't come out the huddle and tell the team what I'm doing. The other team telling the devil what I'm doing. The devil said, and then once I did it, I got you. But know for sure. Look right here.
There we go. Check this out.
Niggas in LA. Show your paperwork to the people.
Now what? Now this is he's getting smoke on his own channel. So those who are probably watching this channel, make sure you keep doing this. Like I said before, keep doing this. Give him the smoke. Challenge him. Bombard him with so much that he can't erase it all and block it all, and he has to respond to something. Because you see how rattled he gets. Watch how rattled he gets now. So this is Negus in LA. Show your paperwork to the people. He's saying, you know what paperwork he's talking about. He's talking about this paperwork amongst others. He's saying show it to the people, which is fair for someone who's quick to show other people's paperwork or make allegations against other people. For someone who's made a platform criticizing organizations and individuals that he doesn't like who are actually doing work. Now, are there some scams and things that were going on in the community that it's fair to address? Yes, absolutely. But a lot of the people that he attacked were undeserving of those attacks and were legitimate, and that he didn't have any information. He's never provided any kind of proof to anything he said, from people being agents to having ill intentions. He hasn't provided one single shred of evidence. It's just all conjecture or his opinion. But the difference is we have actual evidence of who this person is and just how detrimental to the community and his own family that he's been. So people want the paperwork. Here's the response. Check this out.
I say hit the link, come on, and show me what you got.
Watch how frustrated and aggravated he gets.
Then we compare what we got. Let's go. Here's your chance. Come on, turn your camera on, niggas in LA. You come on right now. Show me what you got.
He's getting more
and
I'm
going to show you what I got.
Look at him. He's rapping.
Turn your camera on. Show me what you got.
Frustrated.
And explain to me what you got. Come on. You ready? Niggas in LA.
Niggas
show me what
now.
you got. Hit the link. Come on. Come on, tough guy.
Look at him. He's
You're the tough guy.
Ooh, wow.
Come on, tough guy.
Ooh.
Come on.
This dude is
I
like,
told
look
you.
at him.
What did I tell y'all on what I put out there today? What did I tell out there? With the preview.
So he's mad because people want to see the paperwork. So he's saying that you have to bring the paperwork. He has the paperwork. Everyone knows what paperwork he's talking about. But he's trying to set the bar and the standard into which it will eliminate as many people as possible because he knows not everyone has downloaded or received that paperwork. But he knows what paperwork is being spoken upon. And somebody is going to come in the live stream in a minute. But look how rattled he is. Look how upset he is that people are demanding answers to who he is. The answers that he said he was going to give.
You put out. Back and ready for whatever. Back and ready for whatever. Ain't that what I say? Ain't that what I say?
Ready for whatever, except for that smoke.
Bring the smoke.
He wants the smoke, right?
Back and ready for whatever.
Check this out.
Don't come in the chat if you ain't ready to turn the camera on. Show me what you got. If you can't turn your camera on and show me what you got, then shut up. I said it. The People's Grand Sheik said, if you can't
this
come
is lame.
In
this is actually
turn
embarrassing.
Your camera on, show me what you got, then shut up. How about that? Is that fair?
I feel like I'm lowering myself every time I do this.
Huh? Is that fair?
This guy's a clown.
Turn your camera on, screen share, show me what you got, explain it to the people, and let's talk. Chump. Any of you chumps. That's right.
See, it comes to name calling, degrading, minimizing, just for people asking legitimate questions. The same kind of questions he asks of people all the time. He cannot take the same level of interrogation that he gives to other people. People just want the paperwork. They just want you to do what you said you was going to do. Look how upset this dude is. Now he has to call you names, threaten, intimidate. Because that's what rats do when they're cornered. They know it's a rap. It's a rap.
People's Grand Sheik. This is how real men and women do it.
Is it?
We say, you come here. Come on here. Come on. Turn your camera on, screen share, show me what you got, explain it to the people, and then I explain what I got. If you can't do that, keep it moving.
What real men do is what they say they're going to do. So when there's allegations, not even allegations, evidence being brought forth, showing that you aren't who you act like you are, or that you are not in a position of any type of leadership or influence, or putting together any type of movement for our people, or at least it's fair for them to know that, hey, this is a registered sex offender, somebody with a sex crime on his record, someone with beating women and children for a long time on his record, someone with stealing, robbing, breaking and entering, burglary, assaults on the record. It's fair. It's fair to know this from somebody who said they're going to build a Moorish village. Because, and I'm going to tell you the truth, anyone who knows this stuff that would participate in a Moorish village, then you get what you deserve. And really, that's a good thing. Take all the weirdos, Taharka. Take all the weirdos with you. Get all the riffraff and weirdos and sex offenders and you guys domicile somewhere where we know where y'all Negroes is at. And we can contain you right motherfucking there. Real shit. Because anyone that foolish, yeah, you guys need to be isolated in your own insane asylum area.
Come on, show me what you got. Hey, I'm going to take a kombucha break. 188 people in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up for these lames.
A little zesty, ain't he?
Please hit the thumbs up for these lames.
You see how he snaps that neck? A little zesty.
Shame we got so many lames.
A little zesty.
Shame we got so many lames amongst our race. Hit the thumbs up for the lames. I'm going to take a kombucha break. I'm going to take a kombucha break. Show me what you got. Come on. Let's go, Ricky.
There we go.
What's up, my brother?
You're not my brother.
Okay, show me what you got,
see,
brother.
You see that? See, as soon as he said that you're not my brother, you see how angry he got? See, now he has his hand on the clicker, right on the button to kick him out this stream. This is smoke. His own show. He's getting smoke on his own channel. People are done and sick with this dude. This is what you could expect. You can try to make all the lines as you want. You don't need smoke with me. You need to, you know what I'm saying? You got smoke on your own channel to deal with. I'm pretty sure in your own household. Definitely in your own city. Nobody fucks with you. Been destroyed by some graveyard channels. We are your masters, man. We are your masters. But don't start talking that hot shit. Don't start talking that hot shit. It's not even smart. It's not wise. It's not cool. Don't start talking that hot shit, man. For real. It's not going to be beneficial. That's for certain.
Your paperwork.
I said, show me what you got. Don't talk to me.
No, don't do
show me
that.
what you got.
Let's not do that.
Is you going to show me what you got? Yes or no?
I'm about to ask you to show your paperwork for
said,
beating 3 women, having you to death.
Show me what you got, or I'm going to kick you out. You got it?
He's
That's
quick
not
to
fair.
kick him out.
What
Look at that. Look at, he don't want to hear it.
Show me.
Look at that. I mean, that's a fair question. He said that he's gonna have the book coming out. He's gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's not ashamed of it. It was just, because he said boo, no big deal. He's gonna explain these things as part of his past that, hey, makes him even that much greater that he found the knowledge of Noble Drew Ali. Why are you frustrated that people are asking this stuff? Because a lot of people didn't know this stuff. So be a man. Let them know, hey, whoop-de-whoop. Instead, you get frustrated and you kick them off the stream. So on one hand, he's telling people to come on the show. Do you think he's going to allow somebody to really share screen all the documents? And he's really going to calmly be able to have a discussion and explain anything? Things that he could already explain because he has the paperwork. He has the documents. He said he was going to do it. But this is what happens when he gets challenged. He controls his narrative. He kicks people off the stream. You can't be on the stream saying anything contrary to what he's saying. He has to control that information so that his supporters who don't know better will continue not to know. That's the end game. That's what he's trying to do. Because he's already bleeding support. People are now starting to badger him and ask him questions on his platform. So much that he can't ignore him like he typically does. He would have his moderators. They wouldn't even let these messages in. But so many people now are getting at him, bringing him that smoke. He's starting to lose it. He's starting to unravel.
What you got? Show me what you got. You want to get up here and talk. Want to be famous.
Now he's going to start. Now check this out. Of course, he's going to start degrading him now.
Don't come up here and ask me nothing.
No, that's
you
nothing.
making the accusation. Now show me what you got. Oh, all right. And other than that, we're going to move on. Come up here. You beat 3 women and man, go back and don't eat them pig feet and hug malls and chitlins, man. We over here handling business. We talk about something positive. Know what I mean? We talking about something positive over here.
Talking about positive. You said you're ready for whatever, though. That's the name of the show.
About something positive over here.
The show's ready for whatever. You're ready for the smoke. That's what you said.
Malls and chitlins, man. We got things going on.
Okay, check this out.
On Front Street. Just explain and yes on the report, please.
Okay, so here's Cosmos Connector. See, these are all different people. Now check this out. So this is what he's talking about. He's talking about the yes on the paperwork. That's what this person wants to know. He wants you to explain this. Explain it. Why is your name on this? That's what they want to know. That's a fair question.
You explain it.
But he wants. Look at it. How do you see the level of chicanery going on here? Somebody's asking, hey, can you explain why the Y's on paper? He said he was going to do that. He said it was doctored at first. We just didn't know how to read and comprehend. So why wouldn't you take this opportunity to break this down to the people? You said you would. You pulled the paperwork yourself. And since you pulled it, you've made videos about everything except what you said you were going to do, which is explain this. So, but this is the response. This is Scammer. Scammer Bey here.
Come on the show. Come on the show.
So he can kick you off like last dude.
I need to make somebody look like a fool. Come on the show. Get the paperwork. Come on the show and show your face, and we'll go from there.
Why do you need the face so bad? Why do you need the face?
Watch how I show this thing. Watch how I show you how it's
He's
done.
capping.
Family, take notes.
Why would he need the face in order to explain why he has the Y by the registered sex offense statement?
You can't come here.
He's doing anything but doing that. Like, do you really? Who feels comfortable? Who would let their children or their women, their mother, be around someone with this type of allegation, and he does everything except tell you why that Y is there or prove that it's not legitimate? Huh? For real. This is what is going on right now in the Moorish community. Huh? A nigga gets aired out as a sex offender, and instead of going away, he's doing this. And y'all still fucking with this? None of this is suspect? And then people who back him are also sex offenders, and the person who he's not going against anymore, Polite, with the allegations he has, but he's shutting the fuck up for some reason. I think it's because Polite also has this information, and he's probably using that as leverage for him to shut the fuck up. Or maybe just two birds of a feather. Maybe they were cool the whole time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the status of what Polite, if he did or not. I don't know. I ain't even really been trying to pay attention to that. I'm just saying it's interesting that this dude hasn't been airing him out as much as he's airing out people for a lot less. He's airing out Napa, Sanetta's wife, just because she's an Israelite who happened to have some risque photos and videos that she sent to a person of interest at the time. Just because she's such a hypocrite because she's an Israelite, and how dare her also be a human being and a woman with sexual desires like anybody else. And in privacy share some photos or videos with someone who in turn took those and put them out there to you without permission, by the way, when those photos and videos weren't meant for everyone. So you intercepted or hacked some information and used them for revenge and exploitation sexually, which is revenge porn by definition. So yes, people want to know, with that kind of stuff going on, it's easy to conclude that, yeah, hey, that is a little bit okay. And you're a registered sex offender because you're doing sex offense right now on your website. But your response is this.
No explanation. You see my face? You see my face?
He said he wants to smoke. This is what he said.
You see my face? You see my face?
He said he's back and ready for whatever.
Respond to you, but
he's not ready to respond to the facts.
That's fair.
That's being brought forth.
Is that fair? You see my face.
Let's see.
Making an accusation against me. But now, with that being said, since Moorish World TV, you feel what I'm saying?
Somebody else getting at him. Uh-oh, Eagle Eye. Check this out. Eagle Eye. He says, but you said you would show it soon as you got it. As a man, you shouldn't be trying to deflect this. It shows that there's something extra. Shaking my head, but whatever. Peace and love. Watch the
You
response
said
to
you will
this.
show it as soon as you got it. As
Another
you
suspect
trying to
response.
deflect it
Check
to
this
show
out.
that there's something extra. Shake my head, but whatever, peace and love. No, no. Let me explain
Now
to
he's gonna
you,
put on
Eagle
Noble Drew
Eye.
Ali. Check this out.
In the teachings of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, there's
Oh
a
my.
quote.
Oh God. Oh God. This is. Look, the only time he invokes Noble Drew Ali's name is when he's trying to dismiss or justify his fuckery. He's using Noble Drew Ali and Moorish science to shield his dirty religion. He never teaches this stuff. And when he tries, nobody wants to hear it. But he wants to evoke the names when he's trying to evade accountability. That's sad. That really is. But listen to his response.
Quote, a wise man changes his mind often. A fool is obstinate. He knows.
I don't know. I've never read any Noble Drew Ali material. I'm going to give benefit of the doubt to the Moorish Science Temple, to the real Moors, and to Noble Drew Ali that he didn't say that. A wise man changes his mind often. That's sometimes, sure, because a wise man is going to have the game plan so flawless that he's not going to have to really change his mind too much. Not often. I get it. Sometimes you have to change plans, but cut it out. So in other words, what he's saying is like, hey, I know I said I was going to show you. I was going to explain it so you guys would know that, no, this is false. I'm not a sex offender. They're lying. They doctored it. They don't understand it, whatever the case may be. But then he changed his mind and said he's not going to do that anymore. After looking through it, he changed his mind that, nah, Noble Drew Ali said.
Everything except his own ignorance. So initially, I said, yes, I'm going to go over it. But then I said to myself,
hell to the nah, to the nah. Because to go over it would just be to further expose it to his audience. You see, he knows, like, this channel doesn't get as many views, and some of the other channels that's covering this stuff doesn't get as many views. That's why he really got upset when it turned up when Sonetta started covering it. Because he knows a lot of people that watch Sonetta also watch him, and Sonetta has a bigger platform. But for him to bring it forth to his own audience would cause a lot of his audience to break from him because he can't explain it away. It's there in black and white. They're not allegations. These are court documents that he is aware of, that he has signed. And it shows a pattern. And it's disgusting, all the paperwork that's just come out so far with the protection orders and all that kind of shit, and what the women that he was abusing were saying that he did to them and their children and his children. And sex offense has happened as well. So he was going to go over it. He went and pulled it because he pulled it because he was going to prove that we doctored it or we didn't understand it. That's what he said. He pulled it, said he has it. He's going to go over it. And now he has changed his mind. After looking at it, he was like, damn, there's nothing I can really do about this. So he changed his mind.
I'm going to go over it. But then I said to myself, you know what? Let me reconsider. Why should I respond to a flat out lie and the one that makes the lie don't show their face to be embarrassed for making the lie?
But he's capping because people, including myself, tried to enter the stream. I can enter the stream and show you. I know you watch. I'll enter your stream and show this just to hear your explanation, or prove that I just can't read, or I made it up, or doctor, or whatever you need to do. But you're not going to do that, and you know that. Because anyone who's just came up just asking a simple question, if you can't withstand that, there's no way you're going to withstand somebody bringing the same documents that you have that you can't say are doctored because they're identical. I could share screen them. You could share screen it. And we could see if they're the exact same or not. The ones that you pulled, the ones that we pulled. Let's see if they're the same. And when they are the same, then you know they're not doctored. Now explain why it reads the way it reads and why it says that you are, or at that time was, on the registered sex offense registry. Or any of the many other things that are egregious things that you have done. You're not going to do that. And we know that. It ain't about share screen. It ain't about that. It's about the fact that because listen, if people were saying that you were a sex offender and you knew you weren't, would you not do what's necessary to prove it? Especially if you said you were. What would it look like if you said you're going to prove it and should go over and then you didn't know? What would happen if this was reversed and it was somebody else saying this to him? That yeah, I'll show this. Would be like, oh, I understand. But no. But let's end it on this real quick, and then just look at it. Let's see this again. Look at this dude is definitely on some bullshit. So I know, obviously, because this ain't on YouTube, this is on my Facebook. So you're obviously on my Facebook. Now, apparently you blocked me because somebody tried to send me one of your videos on Facebook and I couldn't see it. So apparently you blocked me. I know you posted in a couple of my groups. I won't even stop you from doing that, whatever. But yeah, what are you doing, man? You trolling? All right, that's fair. That's fair. You trying to intimidate like you usually do? Okay. Do what you do. Anyway, let's end it with this one right here. So in his feeble attempt to re-legitimize himself, now he's trying to act like he really cares about the revolutionaries, the real revolutionaries. So he's trying to possibly get some type of camaraderie going with Rakim Balogun and General King Samir Shabazz. I don't think that's going to work. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, anybody who fucks with you, it's just like, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be some suspect shit. But I see what you're trying to do, though. Right? You want to talk to the same audience who you've ridiculed for all these years. According to this video, which I watched a good, 10, 20 minutes of. You're trying to get into the graces or act like you have some type of good instruction or information for the quote unquote Black Power community. Nobody's trying to hear what the fuck you have to say. No one. Don't act like you got the back. You don't even believe in black, remember? All you had was smoke. All you did is disrespected all the organizations that on this channel or on this video you're trying to talk to. But even that ain't going good, is it? Let's see.
The presentation of real black revolutionaries, real African revolutionaries, real indigenous revolutionaries, real revolutionaries, period, are being silenced while these frauds are thriving.
This is what he just said. So he claims his YouTube channel is thriving. Does that mean he's a fraud? He silences real people who have real questions. Does he not? Does he not flag channels who's bringing real information? Does he not kick people out of his group or out of his stream? Real people with real questions? Okay. It's interesting.
And I'm telling you, my brother and my friend Rakim Balogun needs your support like never before.
So he's probably going to start trying to get some money for him, right? Pretty soon?
I'll explain that later. And
yeah, he's going to explain it later. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to get some money. He's going to try to do a fundraise for this dude.
Internet, doing podcasts. This is not one of those guys that you see always flapping off at the gums, always bumping their gums. This is not one of them. He's not one of them. This is one that is in the field, 10 toes down, always around, representing for his people.
Now, how many other people fit that same description that he's attacked that are in the field, defending and doing things for the people?
This is not none of these internet revolutionaries that you're used to. This is why many people don't even know who he is. Because he's not one of them internet revolutionaries. This is a brother that lived this life. This is a brother that has been taken away from his family.
Yeah. Kind of like some of the people that you've went after, coincidentally. You attacked them for months and months and months, then all of a sudden they start catching cases. You say they're agents, but they're catching cases doing time. After you went on a whole diabolical campaign against them? Is that a coincidence? Rat King, you act like you care about the same community that you've been trying to flame. Now you're trying to make alliances. Oh, and I know about the truce that you tried to make with one of my comrades. I know about it. I got the screenshot. Sent me a picture of the email that you sent, acting like you're trying to help him and mend things and all that kind of shit. Yeah, I could bring that forth. I know you're scrambling in the background trying to make alliances with the same people you've been flaming because you hope that people don't start getting synchronized and airing you out.
For some, hold up. We're going to get into that in a minute. So as you see, I got this real revolutionary silence, and I got our brother, General King Samir, on a flyer.
I've interviewed King Samir a few times on Black I Stand Radio. I would be very surprised and disappointed if he ever tried to link up with Taharka Bey. That would be very surprising to me, honestly. But nevertheless, what he's trying to do is associate himself with people who are known for being in the field and serving the community. But these are the same people that he has been attacking. Huey P. Newton Gun Club. In fact, all the new Black Panther Party formations. He's been attacking them. The idea of black resistance to white supremacy and outright racism. People standing up against that. Look, in fact, did no more than just march on Stone Mountain July 4th with a bunch of guns saying that we're ready. If the KKK thinks they're going to kill our people, we're here to defend them. That's all they did. This dude went on a rampage for months doing anything to discredit the dude. Bringing up shit that's irrelevant. Because the bottom line is this. Things like that inspire others, even if they don't join, in fact. It inspires them to at least know that there's people who are courageous enough to stand up to protect their communities and their people. So millions of people could have been inspired by that. Who would want to hamper that type of spirit? Who would want to dissipate that type of energy? This was in the middle of one of the biggest, longest protests that we have had in this country against police brutality. The summer of protest, Freddie Gray, everything was going on. A police department precinct got taken over in Seattle. I think City Hall got taken over in Portland. People were protesting and actual progress was being made. Resistance was being shown. In the midst of that, Taharka Bey chose the side to try to air out and discredit, in fact, after them marching on the capital of the KKK. The KKK. He basically by default was protecting the KKK. During the time where our people were so, like, even if you didn't agree, our people were so on code. They were ready to fight for something. And it's not just physical fighting, like they were protesting, they were disrupting things. They were getting politically organized and educated. Involved. Networking. Economics, reparations, all this is on the table. Police reform. All this on the table. In the middle of that, Taharka Bey chose the side. He didn't side with us. He sided against us. Now he wants to act like he's down with Rakeem Balogun or King Samir Shabazz. When they're the exact type who would be on the side of the push for justice we were having during that summer. Because they've been on that side for decades now. At least King Samir has. Even if we don't agree, there's a time to shut the fuck up. You don't go into the, like in the middle of a war, per se, of those who was pushing for justice. And in this push during that summer, we even had white people, Asian people, Native people, Latino people protesting with us. And I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like, yo, the momentum was on our side. The coverage was there. The synchronicity was there. The narrative was right. People were on code. The support was there from even amongst other groups. And he chooses to go against the movement. Now he wants to pretend that he really cares about real revolutionaries being silenced. When from the comfortable chair of Moorish World Studios, this cat is flaming everything in sight that are a part of these type of protests and actions and sentiments and education and everything that goes into it. These organizations that he's flaming are the type of organizations that get in there in the streets to help with the people to organize or support. He's against that. But now he wants to evoke.
Shout out to Gorilla Mainframe.
Gorilla Mainframe.
Big up to Gorilla Mainframe, but one of the brothers in Gorilla Mainframe.
This dude's a joke.
My brother Bullagoon is the head of, a part of. One of the brothers of Gorilla Mainframe said, why did you put my brother on the flyer with that reactionary? And he was referring to King Samir Shabazz, and that was in the comment section.
What he's doing, he's really causing confusion and infighting and things like that. Because he's just throwing together anything that he could try to legitimize himself with. And now it's causing some type of conflict. And that's exactly what he likes.
First, to address that. The reason why I put King Samir Shabazz on the flyer, mind you, I've heard that King Samir Shabazz don't like Taharka Bey.
That would make sense.
Mind you.
Right. So he's using somebody who he knows doesn't like him, putting him together with somebody who he knows and probably knows that they might not get along. What he's doing is classic propaganda. All while trying to perpetrate like he is really concerned about what's going on in the communities. And before this live cast started, or live stream started, he asked everybody to hashtag all the black organizations, as if he wants to register when you're looking for these other black organizations, as you know, and he wants them to tune in because he really has some real important information that he thinks that anyone who's legitimate in activism is going to want to listen to. First of all, you're a sex offender. Let's not forget that part. Second of all, you've been going against the grain since you started your channel. That's how you started your channel. Going against the grain. Going against the very people who rock with individuals like King Samir and Rakim Balgoon.
I could care less. One thing I recognize when I look at my people, I look at genuine passion and genuine realness. Now, that passion could be reckless, it could be reactionary, it could be all of these things that people want to say about it. But I look at it as either it's real or it's fake. When I look at Grandmaster Jay, I ask myself, is it real? Is it fake? I conclude that it was fake.
So he's making conclusions like this. He concluded that as soon as he saw them pull up on Stone Mountain, I guess, because that's when he started attacking. Everything else he found was afterwards. Oh, he said he was a DJ and all that dumb shit. Who gives a damn about being a DJ or Grammys? Or who gives a fuck about any of that? Who he did security before? Who cares? What he did was genuine. He's genuine enough that he was able to organize many different formations and organizations, the same ones who you've been flaming, the same ones who you've been attacking, to stand up against a threat made by the Ku Klux Klan. How more genuine can you get than that? Even if you don't like dude. He did something no one else did. And he used a lot of different organizations and trained individuals to do so. And it was successful. Why are you upset about that?
When I look at Malik Zulu Shabazz, I ask myself, is it real or is it fake? When I see Malik Zulu Shabazz, I see fake. You don't have to.
He sees fake in someone who has been supporting, organizing, and working on behalf of black people for over 30 years. This is somebody who has a YouTube channel for the past 5 or 6 years. Telling you someone who's actually been in the streets for 30 years is fake and not real. This is what we've come to with social media. People behind a YouTube channel belonging to an organization that they don't really even belong to, because no more validates this dude. He's not in the streets doing anything productive, but he's determining who our people should listen to. That's no different than the talking heads on mainstream media. He's disrupting and delegitimizing people who have been putting in work for over 30 years for the community. Well known, well respected. Not everyone likes, but well known and well respected, and has a resume that you can't look past. 30 years. While Taharka Bey was beating his wives and doing whatever put him on the sex offense registry, Malik Zulu Shabazz was organizing and working with the likes of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad and Minister Louis Farrakhan. But Taharka Bey is going to determine that Malik Zulu Shabazz is the one that's not real. What kind of world do we live in where somebody would have the audacity to do some bullshit like that? Like his word's supposed to mean something. But then he has supporters and people who he functions with, like Cece from the Freedom Fighters. That a made up new organization headed by Charles, who's been kicked out of every Panther formation, Huey P. Newton Gun Club, because of his sexual conduct against members, and that's on the record for his rape. And he even stated that he had a soliciting a minor on his record. That's when he started getting conscious into the Black Power community. This is what he said. These are people who he supports and that support him. But then he's looking at real ones talking about they're fake. Fucking audacity of these clowns.
You like me because you like him. I'm telling you what I see. My brother Rakim is friends with Sister Crystal Muhammad.
Right, so he's playing both sides of the fence.
In fact,
he wants to befriend one person
quite a few times,
while he airs out other people. He's causing dysfunction. This is what agents do. He's the one that we need to be listening to. A whole sex offender over here. Fuck out of here. We ain't falling for the dumb shit, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. I didn't want this to be too long. Oh, we're already past the hour. But you act like you don't want no smoke, man. Don't even come at me like you want some smoke. For real. Because we can sit down somewhere. We can get somewhere yonder. Lone Star State. You say you're hunting for rabbits. I know we know what you mean by that. Hunting for rabbits. Better hope we don't meet. Lone Star State. Okay. You know what it is. I'm out here. We can meet up and have a coffee, a kombucha, a tea, water, mint julep. Chop it up. If that's what you want. You said you're ready for whatever. Likewise. I don't want no smoke. I'm going to say that clearly. But I'm a man, and I don't mind meeting up. It could be a fade. It could be whatever. It could just be a conversation. But don't act like you want smoke though, because you really don't. Because anyone who's called you out for the pull up, you know what you have done. You have dodged them. So you don't want the smoke. You're not in position for the smoke. That's real. You ain't ready for the smoke. Period. Dizzle, Nettercat, Black I Stand Radio, B1, Hotep Ashe. Peace.